Good year, Death Starfighters. My name is Carlin Jones, and this is a Starfighter full episode review. And today we are watching the Women's Tell All of The Bachelor Season 25 Matt James season. This is episode 9, so Season 25, episode 9, Women Tell All. And what a season this has been. Like, this is such a... I feel like everything that's happened in the season was lackluster, but everything that's happening outside of the season has been making this entire, the entire season such a shitstorm. It's definitely interesting, and some of it's humorous, and a lot of it's pretty sad. Just the state of the Bachelor franchise today, and people are starting to open their eyes about it. But it's lots to talk about throughout the entirety of this episode. This episode is 1 hour and 23 minutes, 40 seconds. We're going to talk about all of that, to the firing of Chris Hansen. Why do I keep calling him Chris Hansen? That's a complete other show. Chris Harrison. The firing of Chris Harrison, if he should be fired, take a leave of absence, or he should just be welcomed back with open arms. Excuse my chair for a moment. And we're going to talk about Matt James, how he's been a good bachelor, or if he's even been a good bachelor. We're going to talk about Katie. We're going to talk about Katie a lot on here. I got a little bit of a backlash on Twitter. We're going to get into it in an episode, but in an episode they were like, Katie was the reason why some of the toxicity was around in the house. And a lot of people on Twitter did not like that. And I defended Chelsea a little bit, and I said, you know what? Katie didn't start any of the toxicity in that house, but she did add fumes to the fire. And people did not like it when I said that, which was true, and we're going to get into that a lot. So there's just so much to talk about. So this is the Women's Tell All, Season 25, Episode 9 of The Bachelor. This is Matt James' season. And let's get into it. So I'm going to watch this. I'll be watching this on Hulu.com. So with that said, there's going to be ads, and either with the ads, you can either skip forward with me, looking at these ads, because in the middle of these ads, I'm going to be talking more about the Bachelor and everything that's going on. So just a heads up. So with that said, let's get into some Bachelor. This episode's 1 hour long, 23 minutes, 40 seconds. And I will be starting this episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can almost follow my mouse, the clicking noise, to match up when I'm watching it. So check this out. The Women Tell All. Isn't it supposed to be a reunion-esque type thing where every contestant on The Bachelor would come by? This is a third of the women that were actually there in the house, right? I mean, granted, obviously the final 3 women aren't there, but there's just so many other women that have been on this season, and they're not even one. It just tells me there's too many women. There's one too many women for this season. Previously recorded on February 4th, 2021. February 4th. Have they ever told us when it was recorded? Okay, Chris try to look at different cameras. No, I do. Listen, if you guys are not hip to it, he's picking Rachel. And you know what, Nick? I'm gonna make that point later, but he's picking Rachel. A lot of these women, I don't remember your names. Okay, Victoria. I'm happy Victoria's back. Uh, Very entertaining human being on this show. Very entertaining. What would this season be without Victoria? Listen, everything that has happened outside of the season has been why people have been kind of like just talking about The Bachelor. It's the only reason why The Bachelor is relevant, in my opinion. But in the show, it's really been Victoria that's been people talking about it episode to episode. Well, besides her and Rachel. But that was like Rachel's stuff outside of the show. Inside the show, it's all Victoria. Yeah, this casting is bad. A lot of these women are pretty boring. Oh, here we go. Shirtless Matt. She was completely blown out in that. What's up with that? Remember Sarah? Feel free to watch my. I made other episode reviews of the earlier episodes, especially the one with Sarah. Why was she even there? Like, go home. Go see your dad who's dying. I would think that's important. I agree, Victoria. I think a lot of these women are fake. Victoria is definitely my favorite personality this season. Just off of entertainment value. Obviously, she's a bully. There's no place for bullies. When she left, it was well deserved. She should have left because a lot of things she said was, uncalled for. Oh, she totally took her tiara. People be hating MJ, huh? Get your popcorn ready. Where does this witch bitch talk to come from? Ooh. Yeah. MJ didn't have a response for that. How do you guys feel about MJ? And just sitting it. Oh, okay, we're starting here first. Yeah, she encouraged it. MJ let her speak. This girl that's behind Piper. I don't remember her name. Okay. Wow, this is so edited. They should set up like a Patreon for Bachelor Nation for people who like want to just watch the entirety of the season uncut, unedited. Hours, like each episode is like 10 hours long. I guarantee you people will pay a lot of money to see that. I don't understand why no one's even offered that before. I mean, could be coming up with something there. Mari, that's her name. Slower. Mm-hmm. They're not. They are. It was 100% hurtful. Who is taking the time out of their lives to send death threats to Victoria? Those are the people who literally do nothing all day but watch this show. Hey, Kit. Thank you for talking. Let us know you're here. Victoria is doing her best to tap dance right now. It doesn't matter, Victoria. you don't call someone that on national TV. It's not nice. Okay, we're going on commercial right now. And commercial starts in right now. All right, I am on commercial. 30 seconds. So with that whole thing, I think Victoria, obviously she's in the wrong. Don't call women or anyone in general hoes on national television. That's just not right. Obviously Victoria's in the wrong and she is not taking any form of accountability for that. This whole season, I've been saying this for a while, this whole season should just be called self-awareness. Because there's none of it. All right, back. All right, off of commercial. When I choose to. Listen, but here's the thing, though. Yes, Victoria is wrong in all this, right? But why do these women take, or anyone, why do you take her serious? Victoria is not even here for Matt. When she was on the show, she wasn't even here for Matt. She was there for television. She is what reality TV has been missing for the past 10 years. That real world / flavor of love / rock of love type of reality star. Yes, because I'm not taking accountability. Uh-oh. Chelsea was not, Yeah, I don't think it's karma. Anyone can attack someone online. Yeah. Mmm. Kayla did not go home because of the toxicity in the house, Katie. She went home because you forced Matt to have an elimination that day. That is true. What I'm saying is true. No, the house was a little toxic. Maybe it wasn't toxic for her because, listen, in that fashion industry, I know it's cutthroat. I know, you gotta have thick bones. Or, excuse me, tough skin. That is true. That's what I've been saying. You say you were outspoken. You spoke your mind. You didn't speak it to anyone in the house, Katie. You went to someone else, and that someone else had the power to do something, and it messed with people's night that night. $100%. Listen to me. Katie was right to call out Victoria and Anna for bullying because there's no place for that, right? No place for that on television, no place for that in life, nowhere. But if Katie had a problem with that, talk to the women as a whole. Get them together in a group and say, you have a problem with this. Morally, you cannot accept what's going on in this house. And it's forcing you to go to Matt. She should have spoke to them instead of just going behind everyone's back, talking to Matt. And because of that, Matt sent 2 people home, left women crying, like 4 to 5 women. I understand why Katie is getting this backlash. I completely agree, and I understand it. I still like Katie. I think Katie's awesome. I think she's cool. I think she's a little boring, but I think she is cool. She's definitely one of the better women here. That is not a crazy rumor. Come on. You're an escort? Come on. This is not a crazy rumor. Okay, I'm going on commercial right now. So yeah, so even when I posted on Twitter, I had a tweet saying that and this commercial is 50 seconds. I had a tweet saying that what Katie did is very similar to how Batman works in his movies, his comic books, and his TV shows. Batman means well towards the city of Gotham. He helps people. He wants to help people. He'll call people out on things, right? But it's because of what Batman does, the things he does, the crime he fights, it also creates these supervillains. Accidentally, he creates these supervillains, and these supervillains go out to kill people, all this stuff. Not saying Batman's in the wrong, but he also starts this stuff too. He also starts these things. So that's just how I feel about it. And a lot of people did not agree with me on that, which is fine. You don't have to agree with me. I just want us to have a conversation about it. All right, we're back from commercial. And we are here with Brittany. Well, whatever. But yeah, I just love talking about Bachelor, right? I would hope we don't agree on something and we can really have a conversation about it. Oh God. I did not like this when she just made out with him like that. What is that? Oh, she wasn't at the tell-all. Why wasn't she there? I think her name's Kaylee. That's so funny. She does show a lot of her teeth when she speaks. But here's the thing about Anna, though. Night one, I actually liked Anna. I thought she was goofy. I thought she would have like a goofy personality. I thought that would have been cool to see more of, but we didn't see anything close to that throughout the remainder of her time in the house. No, here we go. All right, yeah. If it ain't true, what's up? All right, first off, it is horrible that she called you an escort. Right? It's horrible. But I think someone calling you a hoe on reality television, where that name is tossed around pretty often, depending on what channel you watch, or an escort, I would think, let me know if I'm wrong, I would think you being on the show in general would ruin your reputation rather than someone calling you that on a reality show, right? I mean, am I right? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Because if you get like a serious job or something, I mean, you can get a serious job after the show, definitely. But I mean, like, maybe I was trying to think, maybe someone like Kelly from Pilot Pete season, because she's a lawyer, right? So I'm like, when you do this show, how do people take you serious as a lawyer? Knowing like you're on reality TV and you're like acting like this and that. But maybe that's not a good example, because Kelly was pretty classy in that season, and she didn't start any drama. You lack self-awareness too. You say you weren't here to start any drama, and I agree with you. You probably weren't here to start drama, but you coming out of a limo, knowing that you're like a few weeks late, new women coming into the house, knowing that other women are going to be angry, and you're just going to make out with him right then and there, act like you own everything, you're going to get backlash from it. And it was mean for those women to give her backlash for it, but you should know you're going to get backlash for it. And please tell me what you guys think about this entire situation of Anna and Brittany. What reputation? I'm still trying to figure out what reputation is getting tarnished. She doesn't. Excuse me, she doesn't have like a corporate job or anything like that, right? It said in her bio she's like or you know, like when they give her name out and they say what occupation she has, it says you're just a model. I'm not saying that's not a serious job, but I don't think that's gonna trash your name, even if. If she didn't feel like reaching out, she didn't have to. She should apologize though, 100%. She was just angry. Here's the thing with Anna. Like I said, night one, she showed a goofy side of her. I wanted to see more of that. But I think Anna got too caught up in the gossip side of the show and not the Matt side of the show. Because the show is trying to date Matt, trying to be with Matt. And she was more too obsessed with just gossiping, worrying about other women rather than just Matt. That's where she went wrong. And of course, calling her escort. And I believe that apology, actually. Also, that started a really bad night of roses that Katie ignited, in terms of all you have to do is give Matt a sob story and you're going to get a rose. No, because of this horrible thing that Anna said to Brittany, it was like Matt just gave her a rose for it to kind of, make amends for it, which I don't think that's what that's what the rose should be for, but that's what Matt did. And he also did it with the other girl who Victoria called a quote unquote a hoe. He just gave her a rose because she was crying and whatnot, which is bad. She shouldn't be called that because it's not true. But Matt kind of encouraged the sad stories. And all this is started because of Katie. All right, I'm on a commercial right now. For 1 minute. It is all started because of Katie. So that entire episode, it was, oh my God, Brittany, what happened? Whoa. She said that to you? No. Calm down. Here, take a rose. All right? Take a rose. Here, let me walk you out. Can I walk you out? And then I forgot the other girl's name. He's like, whoa, she called you a hoe? Oh my God. No. Here, take this. Here's a rose. Can I walk you out? And then he even sought out, it was like he sought out Abigail. Abigail, you have another sob story you want to tell me? Okay, here, take this rose. Because we all know damn well he didn't have any connection to Abigail. Maybe that first night, maybe. But he definitely wasn't checking for her anymore. Oh, he was not checking for her anymore. All right, I got 5 seconds on this commercial. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I've been back. Please, lighten things up. Here's what really made people piss on Twitter, the entirety of Bachelor Nation. We get to see all of these. Actually, they seem like some really cool dates, some really cool things that happen in the season, and literally the producers, editors, whoever's running this damn show, literally cut all of this stuff out. Oh, wow. Killer Amazon cockroaches? You're lying. I would not put that on my finger. Oh, they're crickets, though. You'll be fine. Okay, so they got a PA and they're like, hey, just name these insects. Just name these insects something creative, okay? Yeah, MJ's not doing that. There's no way MJ's doing that. Social media marketeer. I wonder what that is. Yeah, that would have been awesome to see. Yo, this is. Why did they cut this out? If there's no rules. So under the bullying and like the rude stuff that Victoria says, you can kind of see that she's like, if you were to hang out with her, she's like pretty damn funny. She's like really funny. Someone put that on a t-shirt. I don't think those are pancakes. Those are cement. Look at Kit's face. She's like, eh. Oh, this is an awesome date. Hide and seek? Hell yeah. I was so surprised that Piper left the show. She was so attracted to Matt. every time there was like a little thing with Matt and Piper, they would just make out. She was so into him. Hell, he should have picked. I think out of everyone who shows like the most interest in Matt, I think Piper is the one. I think Michelle too, but I think Piper a little bit more. So, this Chris Harrison thing, I almost said Hanson again. I honestly don't understand what he does on the show. So if the show is saying like, oh, he's taking a leave of absence or he might not be coming back, he might be getting fired, I'm just like, okay. He only shows up at the end of the episode anyway. I guarantee if he wasn't there, people would not notice. She's afraid of eggs? I guess that's not so bad. You see people on like TV afraid of balloons. Kit was like, yeet. No, God, no. Katie, don't. No. No, over there. No. Not here. Oh! Jesus Christ. Yeah, what's up? Okay. But this is a greater question. Top 5 fears. What are your top 5 fears? Tearful exit my ass. Katie should have known that Matt does not see her like that. All right. And I'm on commercial. Minute 30. So let's talk. So yeah, I think all right, so yeah, they're gonna show it after the break, but that Katie exit, it's not. Were people really heartbroken by that? I mean, granted, you're like, oh, I want him to pick Katie, I want him this and that, but I don't understand how people are like, he should have picked Abigail, he should have picked Katie, like they deserve happiness. Do they have a connection or not? Does Matt see anything in her or not? Does she see anything in Matt or not? That's what it comes down to for all these women. And you can tell, I would say a good 50%, 60% of these women did not have anything with Matt. They 100% didn't have nothing in common, nothing, no connection, no anything with Matt. You go to episode, it was episode 3 or episode 4, that same girl I was talking about earlier, Kaylee. If you watch, it's the episode when a new girl is coming to the house. So I think it's episode 4. So if you go to episode 4 and you watch the rose ceremony, and then like the last women he can pick, he got rid of 2 of the original girls, which was Kaylee and Kalea, or I don't know. All right, I'm off a commercial. He sent Kaylee home, and Kaylee literally smiled and looked at the rest of the women and hugged them, and then she said, all right, see you later, Matt. Like, she didn't even feel sad at all about it. She was clearly just there for the experience. And I feel like that's a lot of women on the show. But at the same time, it's like that because, and Nick Vale says this on his podcast, The Vale Files, which is another really good Bachelor podcast. I would check it out if you love Bachelor podcasts. He says during the first 2 weeks, the main Bachelor or Bachelorette, whoever, they know who they're going to pick at the end. They know, because it's, in a sense, it's a dating game. It's not an engagement game at all. It's a dating game. Who do you want to date afterwards? Who do you want to keep seeing? They already know, And at that point, the producers are just making you spend time with other women at that, which is not what you want. So, okay. So there's somebody on Twitter that has like a Steelers icon or like a profile picture. And I was trying to have a debate or whatever discussion with them about why do you or everyone, anyone in general, why do they feel like Katie is meant to be or should be the Bachelorette? I made cases on why I consider her boring. I think she's cool. I think she's a cool person, but she's boring compared to a lot of other women in the house. You want to compare her to Michelle? Oh my God, Katie is beyond boring. You want to compare her to Piper? She's still boring. So I was asking them, I was like, yeah, like, why do you find her exciting? Like, what made her show you that she has personality? Without even mentioning night one or week one of the dildo thing. And they couldn't even give me an answer. Now, either the show's not telling us everything or not showing us everything about Katie, or there's just not much to her. How? How is their connection strong? I don't see how. He doesn't talk to you much, right? Matt does not talk to Katie much. Unless Katie is dry snitching and she's seeking him out. But other than that, Matt does not seek her out. Matt, why pick up the rose if you're not going to give it to her? This doesn't look like a tearful exit. I'm not buying any of this. She does not look sad. Can I walk you out? It's like he didn't want to say it, but he's like, it's kind of my thing. That's what I say to all the ladies. I'm about to go off. Like, this is not a tearful exit. This is not a tearful exit. Get out of here. 100%, Katie, you should not have a problem finding a man. I don't know why you would come on the show to do so, but tearful exit, my ass. You know damn well there was nothing going on with you and Matt. And if you were clueless on it, you should have known on that one-on-one date when the date itself was for you to hang out with his friend. That should tell you something, Katie. No. I know Victoria really wants to say something right now. It's not. Closure on what? They were friends. They were only just friends. Listen, in all the Bachelor seasons, all the Bachelorette seasons, like I kind of said with Nick Vale's quote, after the first few weeks, the bachelor or bachelorette knows who they want at the end of the rose, the final rose ceremony. They know who they want. Everyone else to that point, either like 15% of the women or men, they're just dating. And then the rest of the percentage, like the 85 percentage, they're just friends. They're associates. Friends and associates. Abigail to Matt was an associate. Katie to Matt was a friendship. That's all that was. And this is a theory. I have no evidence to back this up. But you know what could have maybe landed Katie in that friendship role, that friend zone a little bit? When she told the rest of the house. When she told on the rest of the house to Matt. I think at that point, he's like, I don't really see you as someone who's like, yeah, I don't know. That's just a theory. I don't know. That was weird. That was a weird segment. It was not a tearful exit. It's gonna leave everyone shocked. All right, he's picking Rachel. There's no doubt about it. And it's going to be hilarious. All right, I'm on commercial. I got a minute 30. When he picks Rachel at the very end, that's going to be funny. That's going to be hilarious. Listen, at the end of the day, if he really likes Rachel, he has a connection with her, yeah, dude, go for it. Who cares what everyone else thinks? If you really care about her, go for it, right? But I think, what am I trying to say? I think, well, actually, I have a theory that a lot of people are saying that he's single now, and people think that he broke up with her after like the whole incident come out about her past and whatnot, or whatever. If you really care about someone like that, to the fact that you're willing to eliminate 40 other women and just really try and date her, talk to her and all this stuff, you would think they would just talk things, like just talk about it. And if it's something you can't get over, then yeah, you just break up. But I have a theory that she broke up with him. Because after this whole backlash that Rachel's got, it's like she's like a C-list celebrity now. All right? You look at her Instagram followers, you look at all that stuff. She has more followers than the official account of The Bachelor. The people who run The Bachelor itself. She has more followers than them. Cliche. All right, I'm back. Sorry. Oh my God. I'm at like 39 minutes and 35 seconds. In case you wanted to be in sync with me. I had a problem with this too with Abigail. Listen, we all love Abigail. We all think Abigail is incredible. She's an awesome person, even though we don't personally know her. We think she's cool. We love that she was on the show. She had... it brought a little bit more diversity to The Bachelor. Not just like, seeing more women of color on the show, but actually showing someone who has a disability. Because working in the film industry, I'm telling you right now, the film industry does not care about the disabled. They don't make things easier for them. They don't hire them. They don't, for acting, for crew work, anything. They don't care. So it's very, it's awesome to see her on a show like this and whatnot. Now, with that said, I don't know why she's here. I think Abigail is up there with Sarah in terms of how I truly feel about a contestant being on the show. Like, why is Abigail here? Out of everyone in the house, she is the most emotionally intelligent human being there. Clear. She's well, I was gonna say she's confident, or at least she was week 1, and then after that she just lost all her confidence, and then she just stopped talking. But she's not meant for this show. I think she's not meant for reality TV. Like, there's no way. For as nice of a person she is, and listen, I don't know her personally, but for how she's portrayed, I was rooting for her to get eliminated so she can actually leave and actually find someone who wants to be with her. She had no chance on the show. And I know a lot of people wanted Abigail to be the Bachelorette. That wouldn't have been a good look either. She's just not built for reality TV. Just not. She's too quiet. She's too reserved. Maybe. So I also said that Abigail is boring too. Nah, I know a lot of people don't agree with me. Katie and Abigail are boring, and I'm literally zoning out right now. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Abigail, it doesn't matter anymore. You're better off. You're so better than this show. You'll be fine. The more I watch this, the more I start thinking, you can let go of Chris Harrison. Anybody can do his job. Oh. I never noticed those things in her ear. Huh. Yeah, why don't they just talk about that on the show? I thought that would have been interesting. Build something up. Ha ha ha. That is that is a conversation that The Bachelor should have had this season, and it would have been awesome. Disabilities are not romanticized. All right, when we return, Piper will be in the hot seat. Don't know what she has to say, but no. Yeah, whatever. So this, I'm talking, trying to make this more, exciting and whatnot, whatever. But I watched like half of this, like when it aired, and I thought it was kind of boring. I thought it was really boring. And it's so funny. Like I even said on Twitter, I was like, yeah, Katie and Abigail are boring. That doesn't mean they're like not nice people or anything. Like they're just too nice for reality TV. It's not good for reality TV. I want to see someone else. I want to see someone like Victoria, And then someone said, "Oh, well, yeah, excuse me, that not being toxic is boring." Well, yes, not being toxic is boring. It's bland. Like why would I know you feel like that's something you would want to see, or well, maybe it is. I think maybe they should just have a season like that. No toxic, just women looking for love, men looking for love, and just see how people respond to it. Cuz it's boring. It's very boring. I'm back on out of commercial. I'm at 48 minutes. It's so boring. I mean, say what you want about Victoria, but she's not boring. You may not like her, but yeah, at the same time, you can't stop talking about her. Oh, better hope they're not related somehow. You have to look at your ancestry. Yeah, I thought Piper was... How disappointing was this? I thought Piper was so much more athletic. She seemed like an athlete, but she wasn't. My chair is so squeaky. This is some pretty amazing editing because they're not showing like every. She was like a horn dog when it came to whenever she saw Matt. Like she just grabbed him, jumped on him, wanting to make out with him. Like just like. Now this is a teary ending. Katie looked nothing like this. Katie's like, oh no, I get to go back to my good paying job. Oh no, It's because of the music we can watch this. I can't imagine a camera guy listening to all this, filming it with no music or anything, and he's just like, How do people not resonate with Piper, like this ending that Piper had, and say, oh, she should be the Bachelorette, but then yet they want Katie to be, when clearly she just wasn't. Listen, everyone expresses their emotions differently, but like, come on. Katie was not pressed that Matt was not feeling her. Yeah, why would Matt do that? Yeah, you definitely wanted that fantasy suite. we all saw it, Piper. She was ready. She was ready. I also think Matt's boring, but I think Matt is boring. I think he's portrayed boring. I feel like he has more of a personality than what they're showing us on the show. Same thing with the rest of these women. I'm saying they're boring because we haven't seen anything from them. Except for Victoria. All right, Piper. We'll see you on Paradise. Maybe. Serena P. All right, commercial. I got a minute 30. Oh, yeah, Serena P. A lot of people on Twitter was saying that she wasn't that into Matt either, which I thought she kind of was. I mean, a little bit, but I don't know. Maybe I know nothing, Jon Snow. Oh. All right, 60 seconds. So that Serena P exit, she exited. Um, and you know, this is now I'm kind of really thinking about it, and maybe, just maybe, hear me out. Maybe this is just another theory. I don't know if I can prove it. Maybe I can prove it just from the footage they've shown. But maybe she prematurely came on this show and was not really over her ex-fiance or ex-boyfriend, whichever. The guy that she really thought that she was going to spend the rest of her life with. And she's really young too, right? She's like 22, 23 or whatever. Yeah, she completely was not over that. Because then even like after all this time on The Bachelor, all right, I'm off a commercial. Even after all this time on The Bachelor, she just goes and talks to her mom about like, hey, don't, you know, you put your heart out there. You know what happened to your last person, and you thought he was the one. And then she immediately just broke down, started crying, like, oh, he was the one. Like, god damn. Has Serena C said anything today? Wait, why did she get this little music coming down? Everyone else didn't get that music, did they? I'm gonna be real with you. I think my personal opinion, I think Serena P was gonna get eliminated that night anyway. She self-exited, whatever. You can feel however you want about that. But out of all the women that was left to choose between Brie, Rachel, and Michelle, he was not picking Serena P. Sorry, no, he wasn't. Right in the 5-hole. You know, you follow me on Twitter. I talk about hockey a lot. I'm getting into it. I've been getting into it since 2020. Why is she so flexible? Is that fake snow? Y'all are trying too hard. You don't got to do that. Fabio with the pitcher. Oh, just so you guys know, I'm like 57 minutes, 15 seconds. You know, it's really funny. What if she wouldn't have any doubts or anything, but right until her sister said that? She could really put on a face. After all the conversation with her sister and her mom, she came out smiling like nothing ever happened. Matt's fine. You weren't gonna get picked anyway, Serena. Sorry, not sorry, but you're better off. You're not. I don't know what more do you have to add on this. Everything's self-explanatory. No, don't tear up. Don't. No. Look at Chris Harrison as a host. Comfort her. Yeah, this guy can be easily replaced. Hell, give me his job. I got the voice for it. Here, I'll pretend like I'm gonna interview her. All right. Right now, I am Chris Harrison. Okay, well, one, calm down. Two, we are here for you. You're... Serena P., I'm going to have to stop you there. So, you just wanted to know what your family thought. Here, Serena P., I'm going to have to stop you there. Let me give you some food for thought as the host of this franchise. People already know what they want. People already know what they have to do, the things that they shouldn't have or should have. They already know their answer. They just want other people to confirm it for them. You were never interested in Matt, Serena P. Never. You are a nice person. At least that's from what I'm told. You are a nice person. You will be fine. Now get up off the couch. Go. Matt's gonna come down here now. Scene. See, everything she's saying right now is too long. This did not have to be said. No. She didn't make the wrong call. Look at her. Look at her. The answer is no. Little zoom in. I don't. What I'm about to say, I don't really think about it, but I want to know if someone else really thinks about this. You think I think she already knew she wasn't gonna be picked, or she knew she didn't like Matt, right? And I think she subconsciously knew she wasn't gonna get picked for the rose ceremony. You think she self-exit just so she just wouldn't have that? She wouldn't have to go through all that. And then do it at the comfort of her own home, her parents' home. All right, commercial. Let's see how long this is gonna be. Minute 13. Yeah, Chris Harrison can lead the show. I just did his job for him. Yeah, easily replaceable. My goodness, what does he bring to the franchise besides looking great in suits? His suit game is on point. Probably because everything's just tailor made. It's custom fit. But yeah, other than that, anyone can do his job. I mean, hell, you can put what's his face, the host of TRL. Who was the host for TRL back in like the early 2000s? You put him on there, he can do that too. Hell, you can get Soldier Boy on here. He'll do the same stuff and probably make it even more funny, more entertaining. Oh, this is so long with these commercials. Oh my god. All right, there's 2 more stuff. Let's see. All right, 5 seconds. All right, you got like 20 minutes left. All right, and here we go. At a minute, or hour, 3 minutes, 30 seconds. So a lot of people did not like Matt James's beard. James Harden. Stop it. I see no one making a Burns reference. Defenseman for the Sharks. Because no one watches hockey. Kent Burns. You didn't have a relationship with Serena C. Nor with Anna. Nor with Marie. Barely with Chelsea. Not with Abigail either. Look at Justinia looking at him. She was just... I don't think Justinia was into him either. You know what I mean? You know what? This is interesting. I want to know, like... Because I think we can all kind of, like, tell when someone's not interested in someone. But yet, they can really put on a show, like, I'm into you. Let's kiss. Let's hang out. Let's date. Let's do this. Let's do that. Can women just turn that on and off, like, whenever they want? I don't think Victoria was ever interested in Matt. Just, look the way she's staring at him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, keep other women's name out your mouth. That goes for all female contestants. That goes for all male contestants when the Bachelorette is gonna happen. But yeah, I got more time. Matt, you did not do a good job. Sorry. Oh, it does. Oh, it definitely does. So you're gonna see you're a caddy too. And I don't know how anyone didn't call out Kit. Kit was encouraging the bullying too. She was hella confident. Victoria, why do you look like that? You weren't looking for romance. I think we're getting somewhere here. Hold on, Matt. Let her keep talking. I think everyone knew watching Victoria throughout the season that this woman has huge insecurity problems and self-esteem problems. Huge. The fact that she keeps attacking everyone for the little things that they do. Clearly, it's not them who has the flaw. It's her. And I think we're finally getting a sense of that. Of like, of a little bit of a therapy session for Victoria. And you know what? This would have been a great building towards her character, you know? Because there was one episode out of the season where Victoria was not mean to anyone. And she actually came to people as a friend. Okay. Is Chris reading from something? I'm not a good host, bro. Get out of here. Oh, God. That's funny. How can anyone take this show serious? Like, come on. I'm sure we've all done it once, though, right? That is pretty funny. Maybe that's why no one said anything. They just like, women find him so attractive. They just don't say anything. All right, going on commercial. A minute 30. All right, and this will be the final commercial because there's going to be 10 minutes and 50 seconds left. This is a long video. Holy crap. Yeah, Matt James as a bachelor. Was he a good bachelor? Was he a bad bachelor? I mean, there's still like 2 more episodes left, but was he good? Was he bad? There was times where he encouraged things that shouldn't be encouraged as much, and he rewarded it with roses. There's been times where he wasn't fair towards the women in terms of giving them time and whatnot. Like Serena P, right? Yeah, Serena P got 2 one-on-one dates. That's just, and then she self-exit. Like, what is that, bro? Like, yeah, Abigail is better off. She's gonna find love, you know? She'll be fine. But a one-on-one, she definitely deserved a one-on-one. Or maybe not deserved, but you should have gave her a one-on-one. I mean, come on. Your first ever impression rose, you just do nothing with that. But yeah, I understand if you forgot about her, because she is pretty boring. She is non-existent. Yeah, he didn't give a lot of women chances. But yeah, you know, that's how it is. All right, I'm back. I am back. I'm at 1 hour and 13 minutes. Not all of them. There's like 30 other women that are not accounted for. Why is Abigail speaking? No. Of course. Even if you are non-existent, Abigail. Oh, God. No. I can answer that, Piper. The producer said we actually casted too many women, and they all have to go. In one episode. Was it though? Mm-hmm. know some people on Twitter was like, "Oh, this episode is like it's not the same without a live audience." Live audience didn't really add anything to these women at all. It's the women themselves, if they're entertaining or not. And a lot of these women have nothing to say. Most of the time, they have nothing to say. Please, finally, highlight of the episode. Why was that funny? Katie. See, this would be a funny personality of Katie if we would have saw that. Oh. Oh, dragonflies are harmless, but I freak out. People were so pissed about this. What's her name? Tisha? I don't know. I want to say Tanasha, but I think that's the singer. She was on this season, and they literally did not show it. That is horrible. That's bad. They should have showed that. Trying to get comfortable. Carmentalizing? Yeah, everyone has that one word that they cannot say. Oh. Wow. Bam Margera could do that, though. Bam Margera would kill a half pipe. Don't explain it to America. There's adolescents that do watch this show. Well, hold on, Chris. I can't say it was a pleasure getting to know Matt because we still don't know Matt. I feel like I've learned a little bit more about Matt through those bloopers than what they've shown throughout the entirety of this season. And that goes for every woman contestant, too. No, Chris, you can get out of here. He's so replaceable. I don't understand why. Is it because he's just been with the show for so long? People are just like, no, he's there. He's got to be there. I guarantee you if Jim Carrey came by to just host it, people would be like, okay, yeah, sure. Let him host. Oh, preview. Oh, and he's shirtless. Oh. What are they doing? Ooh. So it's gonna make it even more funny when he says nope. Oh, I think Bree is the biggest clown out of all the women contestants. Well, we can say Victoria is just because she does bullying and there's no place for bullying. But I think Bree, to give up your career, to literally give up your career for a guy you don't know and try and marry him within like 9 weeks. That's stupid. That's beyond stupid. Oh. So Matt's gonna get it in with 2 women. What? They found his dad? Jesus Christ, what is happening? What the hell is happening? Why is this show so... The fact that they try to make this show so serious. I think this show would flourish if it wasn't so serious. It should be so serious. Matt is a cornball, so it's hard to take that serious, but we'll see. Literally. I really think one of the most misconceptions is going to be Victoria. I really do think that. I truly do. But we'll see. All right, that is the episode. And 1 second. All right, it's over. Bachelor in Paradise. What the hell is this stuff? Anyway, all right, that is the episode. That was an hour and 20. Or, excuse me, a lot more. Maybe it was for you, but a lot more for me because I had to go through all of those commercials. So yeah, there is a lot of you can follow me on Twitter to see my tweets about the whole night. I was tweeting a lot. I was getting into a lot of debates for a lot of people. To a lot of people, which I love talking about The Bachelor. It really, I do not care if they agree or don't agree, or if anything, they're saying I'm an idiot or anything like that. That doesn't matter. What matters is there's actually a conversation being happening about this TV show, which is, I find it really cool because I love talking about television and movies to people such as you guys and everyone else. So, that is awesome to me. It's very awesome. So yeah, I don't think there's much else to say. I think that was a lot of talking. So but yeah, Rachel is winning this. Okay. Okay, no, I'm gonna double down. Rachel's winning this. I didn't want to, because after that preview they just showed me, I was like, well, what if he picks no one? It's possible he can like pick no one, but at the same time, I think it's definitely gonna be Rachel. It's Rachel. I think it's Rachel, and then they just end things off. She probably just doesn't want him. But yeah, that's just my opinion. And then I know there's this talk about Katie for Bachelorette. She's gonna be a new Bachelorette. I don't I think a lot of people are saying the Bachelor franchise really dropped the ball on that. You have your final four women, or at least three of them was like, a person of color, right? And none of them are going to be the Bachelorette. They're just going to go with another typical white woman, per se. Not to say that Katie's typical, but And I agree. I think they did drop the ball on that a little bit. I did think that, or thought that it was going to be Abigail a little bit. That was going to be the Bachelorette, because I would have been for that. Although it would have been, I think she would have been boring in it, because once again, reality TV is not for her, like, at all. But I do think it would have been nice if she was on there, because once again, that's just representation of disabled people looking for love. And I think that definitely needs a representation in television and movies today, that it doesn't matter who you are, what you have going on with you, or whatever, you can look for love too. You can have these nice romantic dates, you can have these fantasies, you can have all this stuff, right? So I thought that would have been nice, and I thought that would have showed a lot of diversity if they would have chose to go that route with Abigail, but they didn't do that. Now we get Katie, and I do find Katie boring, and the only way Katie's going to be exciting for that Bachelor season, honestly, personally, I think this is either going to have to be, no, it's not even, it's going to have to be, it has to be the best group of guys they've ever found. Like, the best group of men who are, like, funny, who are just out there, exciting, creative. Like, they have to be on that level in order for this to be interesting. Because Katie's boring, but she's fine. Like, her personality level is, like, fine when she's around someone who's, like, commands attention, who's, like, really funny or really entertaining, Like, every scene she had with Victoria was fine. I didn't think of Katie boring at that second. Mostly just because she was around someone who was exciting. Someone who I wanted to hear from. But I don't know, that's just my take. So that's going to be it for the full episode review. Please comment below. Let me know what you guys think about the Women Tell All. Do you like Katie being for Bachelorette? Do you think Abigail should have been the Bachelorette? Do you who do you think is going to win the final season? A lot of people are like really hoping it's Michelle, but hope is for missionaries. Well, that's just something they say in my industry, but it's got to be Rachel, right? He's so into her out of everyone else. Let me know who you think is going to win. Let me know what you think about the whole Chris Harrison firing Chris Harrison thing. Let me know what you think about Rachel and, her situation too. Which, her situation's kind of dying down a little bit, but I mean, it's going to be more relevant when she wins the whole thing. But, yeah, talk about that, right? When people outed her, they're like, oh, you're a racist, you're this, you're that. Only in America can we try to blast someone for being prejudiced towards a ethnicity, and they're going to come out as a celebrity. Come out with all these followers on social media, all these new endorsement deals, all this stuff. It's absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. And I don't think Rachel's losing one sleep over it. One sleep over it. Once again, I don't think she was sorry to begin with. I think she was just sorry she got caught. But yeah, that's just my opinion. And I'll love to talk about more Bachelor. If you want me to watch any other Bachelor season to do a full episode review, please let me know. Any Bachelor season, episode, whatever, to do an analysis, I would do that as well. You have to subscribe and comment on what you want. So, but yeah, this is awesome. So that is it for the episode. That was season 25, episode 9, the Women Tell All, Matt James season. And I will see you on the next one. Victory or death, Starfighters.